people are a bit good here, and I think these things will, and this is my hope. These things actually will come down to like boundary is just nothing, and you're able to like you can come and like now with the remote work,
Yeah.
can come even for hackathon in Kenya and work there for a week.
Yep.
Come back, I can come back here
Yep.
and spend some time
Yes.
and do some hackathon
Yes.
and see how that goes over time, because that actually contributes cross pollination of knowledge, whereby people can exchange knowledge and contacts in the network.
Yeah.
So, Naamini, now you have these girls. Do you have guys who also chose the path of computing or programming?
Girls
software engineering?
or boys?
You said you're in a girls' school, right?
I was in a girls' school. Yes.
And then A levels, you went in a mixed school, or
No, still girls' school.
still girls?
Yes.
So, from A level, you go to
Yeah, university.
university.
Yes.
So, university is where now you could mix with guys.
Yes.
So, did some of those A level girls graduate to,
I graduated to university.
Yes.
Yes.
but not computing?
Not computer science, because my class 80% of my class members were doctors. 80% of my class members are doctors right now.
You guys were that smart?
My G were genius.
Oh my goodness!
No, I'm kidding, but we were a lot of us were doctors.
Yeah.
A few of us went to engineering, and then the rest went to business.
This is Feza Girls High School.
Yes.
So okay, maybe
Stop.
if you're wondering, Naamini Charles Yonazi went to Shri Hindu Mandal Primary School. That sounds like Hindu.
It was a Hindu school.
Yeah. And then went to Baobab Secondary School, did a CSEE, then went to Feza Girls High School for advanced certificate of secondary education. Spent like 2 years there with ACSEE, and then went to Dar es Salaam University or University of Dar es Salaam. Do you know, by the way, there's a difference, because the university started to also, they don't like someone saying Dar es Salaam, or they like it University of
Dar es
and that's a totally different meaning. So now this is where now this get interesting.
Please, shock me.
This is a lady who has studied in all girls all her life until you get to
University.
So are you curious, like, how is it to have so many boys?
Not really.
Yeah?
Not really.
So how is that experience for you? More focused and more...
I don't know, because back then when I used to be in O level, when I say O level I mean Baobab, right? In high school, I used to be myself. I used to focus on me.
Oh, you're an introvert.
I'm an introvert with a bit of extrovertism somewhere there.
Back in the day,
but back then I was very much introvert.
Okay.
Extremely introvert. It's just like my
a proper
field
nerd.
and job. I had to like at least show up myself.
Yeah.
But back then I used to be very introverted, so I didn't have a lot of people, I can say, or have a lot of friends that I can say that maybe university is different with, because I had my own life. I was focused on one thing. I was very introverted, and I think I carried that to university. And I went through the same. So really having boys in class was really not a thing for me. Like it's not something huge for me. It's just like normal, because at the end of the day, I'm still focusing on me, not the rest of the people around me. Yeah.
So it was easier for you even to like do your own thing, study, and was it easy for you, like if you don't understand the topic in class, to like have a group discussion with boys? And
so, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this again. But at university, I used to have a crew, and I was the only lady in that crew.
So it happened a lot.
It automatically happened. So at the end of the day, I was only with a bunch of 3 friends. They're all men. And to date, we're still very good friends. Very, very good friends. One of them is Brian, I mentioned, and the other 2. So we used to sit together, have a group discussion together. I was the only lady in that. And it really didn't bother me. Yeah. As long as you're smart, please sit. Have a seat at the table.
Okay. If you're not smart, take a walk.
No, I can't say that.
You know that's how it sounded.
No, but I used to, because I know I struggled. if something is really tough for me to understand, I struggle with it. But back then, because I was an introverted person, I used to die with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
But then when I got to university, I had to learn to give in, like ask.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't know how to.
Yeah.
So with a group of men that I was working around with or studying with, they actually helped me to say, you know what, you don't talk. Do you have a question? You know, and I'll be like, oh, actually,
so they
yes.
push you.
They will push me to just ask. It's okay, but in my head, I think it's stupid to ask. You know, I overthink a lot. That I always overthink everything. What would be? I will flip that coin so many times.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I'm just concluding in my head, so I will not speak.
Yeah.
But they pushed me to talk. They pushed me to ask questions. They pushed me to, just ask. Did you understand? No. Okay. Where did you not understand? Here. So they will repeat it again and again until I understand it.
Nice.
So they really helped me into that. So it was really not weird for me. But I just love the fact that they actually helped me ask questions.
Yes.
Build confidence in coding because they all loved to code.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Naamini, were you part of this say GDG or community?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Please tell me that part, because I also believe that communities have played a very big role in ensuring that we get global standard kind of developer who understand how to do the right software, not spaghetti software, understand how to collaborate with other software engineers, and also understand where the opportunities are.
I can't stress enough on communities. That much I can say. I can never.
When did you join community the first time?
2019 or 2018.
How did you find out about communities?
So when I moved from my first job to the second job.
Oh, this after even university?
This is after university.
Oh,
within the university, to date, I wish I had a community.
Yeah.
Back then I was in university. By then I did not know.
Oh my God.
I really wish.
By the way, which year did you finish?
Stop.
Because, no, we came here for, okay. Yeah, maybe we came after we just graduated, because we came here to actually, like, I'm so big on community.
When did you come?
Maybe after I graduated.
When,
maybe
okay,
2017
I graduated 2016. When did you come?
I'm not sure if it's 2017 or 2018.
So I was still in the shadows.
Yeah, because
I was still
we
on the
came in,
background.
we went to University of Dar es Salaam.
Really?
Yes. We went and talked to the lecturers. Like, can we invite guys for this hackathon we're doing at
Where was I?
Maybe you had graduated.
Of course I graduated, but I was in the shadows. Like I said, like I was hiding. I was hiding out from people. I was shy, so I would not go for communities. I would not. By the way, I didn't know. I didn't know completely.
Yeah, because we went there and we talked to the university, and one thing that was apparent is that they were like, if people want to come, they will come, right?
I wish I knew, man.
And then we actually managed to get a couple of guys, because also Buni gave a shout out and like, this is happening, guys, come over. And Buni, by the way, I've had people who think that Buni is not doing much, but to be honest, Buni has always been supportive to communities.
Yeah, it has been.
So if you're out there and you are thinking about communities, I think I would recommend Buni, right? And sometimes some of these spaces, as much as they wanna, you to justify why you should be there, is for your own good, because some of the things you learn is they are practical even when you're doing them in the real ecosystem, where you're building products or solving problems for the industry. So you need to understand it's for your own good.
True.
Also, if for instance they go and ask you for, I don't know, your portfolio or registration, maybe it's not a bad thing to ask why, right? Because if you know the why now, you'll understand, and also to explain yourself, you're not able to satisfy the why. Because one thing that I've seen with most people is that they ask for something and then they feel like people are pushing them away. No, they're not pushing you away. They're like challenging you, because what if they open for everyone and anyone? We have like 60 million Tanzanians.
Yeah.
So that will not be tenable, right? We want the right people in the ecosystem. People will utilize maybe 6 months, 1 year, and then they will grow and even employ some of the guys who are looking out of that 60 million. So take it positively. Yeah, so the reason why I asked you, I thought maybe you are in the university and now you join the community.
I joined the community after university. Nowadays, I see the Google developer groups for students, and I really wish I knew about it while I was in university because I'm so sure I could have been even more far than how I am right now. Like I would have been even more doing bigger stuff than what I'm doing right now.
Yes.
But after moving to my second job, I met a friend. She was also working in the same particular. Did you hear that part?
I heard that part.
She was also working there, and she asked me, "What do you do?" I'm a developer.
Which company is it?
Agri Clifford.
Oh, okay.
Agnet group of companies. So when she saw me, she asked, "Are you a developer?" No, she told me, "What do you do?" I'm a developer. She was shocked because she is still a developer.
And she was all alone.
She was all alone in that place, and she was the only developer with 2 men or 3, I think, by then. So when I joined in, I think I was replacing one of the guys who was leaving. But she was working because it's a group of companies.
But wait a minute, there's something we skipped here that's very important. So you graduate from
university,
which degree?
Computer science, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science.
You did well, right?
Yes.
I assume. So how did you get this job? How was that process? Because also transitioning for so many people actually is really hard. But now even for ladies is even more harder.
That's true. Wow. So every third year of computer science degree, there's a project phase.
Yes.
Where you have to build something and then defend it so that the lecturers can actually
write like a thesis of sort. Not so advanced as a thesis,
but also you have to build a whole system.
Yes.
If it's a system you're building for something, you have to
so it's
showcase
like documentation and you have the
yes. So at the end of it, 2 lecturers loved our project. I remember they called us, me and Brian, they called us and told us, we want to take you in our mini projects that we have. So can you join in and whatnot? But one of the lecturers we turned down and another one we joined.
Yeah.
So we worked with the lecturer for about, 3 months.
Yeah.
And then it was, I can't say it was no longer fun, but at the end of it, things were not moving as they were supposed to move. So we went different paths.
Yeah.
So after that, I heard of that company, Fast Hub Company, and I joined. Yeah. That's where I met my first boss, who actually helped me to be where I am right now. So I think what I can say is nowadays there's so many communities, nowadays there's so many companies that actually reach the universities earlier than before. Maybe I was introverted. I didn't know about it. Looking for interns, looking for talent, looking for everything. Yeah. But back then, I don't remember there was such. I don't really remember.
So you had to find your own path.
You have to find your own path.
Even if they're looking for interns, even right now, they don't absorb everyone, do they?
No, not right now. There are actually a couple of companies that actually take talent, even if it's growing, even if it's small. They just take you as you are, then train you to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the graduate programs and whatnot. So it was, back then it was really not there.
Yeah.
So when I heard of the company, I joined in. And I remember my first boss told me, "What can you do?" Yeah. And I said, "I can code." Okay. He just laughed.
He didn't believe you can code?
He laughed. No, he laughed. He was like, because we're graduate.
And most graduate, like, what are you coding?
But I think his chuckle was, "You're not coding yet. Yeah. You're just doing basic stuff." Yeah. So he just asked me a few questions, like for loops and whatnot, like small if and else, what if. And then at the end of the day, I was like, "You know what? I'll just take you. I'll take you and then we'll see." So he trained me. He trained me how? I remember he gave me a book. I really didn't like him by then. He gave me a really big book.
A volume.
And then he told me, "You're going to finish this book."
What was the book about?
Spring Framework.
Wow. That's a smart guy.
It was not fun.
It was the hardcover or
both?
Paperback?
Both.
Okay.
Because no excuses.
Okay.
Yeah. So he told me, finish this book. Build whatever examples they're in there. At the end of it, I want to see a working project.
That's your work.
That is my job. I got paid to do that.
And did he give you like timeline?
Kinda. Because I joined in, I think, November or early October, and he told me by December I need to be done. So I had to finish that because at the end of the day in January we were supposed to have a client to build a system for a client. So I needed to know all the basics. Yeah. So he told me to learn and he pushed me. He was patient with me. And I think we need such people in industries
so true.
who are if they're recruiting graduates, train them.
For sure.
Not assuming
Take
that
a
they
chance on someone, yeah.
Exactly. Show them the way through. So I would go back home and I would really read that book because I'm so sure in the morning he's going to ask me questions.
Yes.
Because every day we had to present, we had to explain to him what we've studied the night before. And I would sit at home at 2 a.m. in the morning and trying to figure out how to go about it. I couldn't sleep. And Dad will see me every day and will tell me, you know what, there's life beyond work.
Yeah.
But for me, that was nothing. So I really ignored him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was able to build a system for that particular climate with my partner, with a colleague.
Yeah.
And it was really awesome. I'm really actually proud of what we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. So that actually changed the dynamics and actually helped you transition from school
to
the
actual
industry.
Work. Exactly. Because he told me, as much as whatever you studied at school, yes, there are basics, and you've also taught yourself, because by then I was learning only Android, by the way.
Yeah.
And then when he recruited me, he took me to back-end development with Spring Boot and the framework. It was really not fun.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I really was happy with it.
Yeah.
And to date, I'm still proud of what I've done with my colleague.
Yeah. That's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, do you have a brother known as Jim?
That is him I've been telling you about.
Shout out to Jim Yonazi. He's logged in, listening to us. I see Bennett there. I see Lois Kimwe from Africa Stalking, Son of God, George Machibia, Veronica, Kahigi, Justin. We see Son of the Nile, Teddy. So please, Charles, if you wanna ask Yonazi a question or contribute, please feel free. He's actually he's like clapping for you. So Jim, please unlock. If Naamini is giving us hot air, please confirm some of these things, and let's have a good time. So, and it's amazing to hear what actually you have done over time, and also to see that transition. So then we were doing backend, right?
But then I was doing backend.
That's
with
Java.
Spring, yes.
So was it easy to learn through the book, or do you have questions? How did you take care of that?
It was easy, I guess, because I love reading. So I think
you love reading?
I love reading.
Okay, that's something else that someone who really want to learn stuff to be able to love.
Yeah, there are others who would prefer YouTube videos or tutorial videos, but for me, I prefer documentations. So a book was actually
paperback,
So a book was actually better for me to understand stuff, and then if I have questions, then I'll find a video. But I'll start with the documentation first. So it was really not hard for me. It was really okay, not easy, but okay.
So when you did these projects that you were to do in January, you said, how was it like? The feedback from the customer?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was good because we will see results. At the end of the day, if reports will be pulled out, we will see whatever our system is doing is actually doing good work.
Yeah.
So we will every day try to improve it, pull out versions, new version out of it, so that more support, more influencers, and more people, and more expand clients and whatnot. So it was really good. I'm really proud of what we've done before.
Amazing stuff. So after that company, where did you go next?
So after that, I moved to another company called Data Vision. That's where I've been for 3 years. That's where I stayed. I actually
You're
stayed.
almost saying last 3 years, but it's okay.
Not last 3 years. Last 4 years.
Last 4 years.
Last 4 years. I was in Data Vision. There, I moved to being an Android developer. So when I joined in, they were actually looking for an Android developer. Actually, when they kept in a backend section, but then when they knew I had the knowledge of Android development, they shifted me so quick. They told me, you know what? We need a couple of projects that need an Android application. So can you please assist in this and this and this? And I was really happy to
help,
to go about it. And I remember you asked me, how did I get to communities? So in the company that was helping me learn the backend development part, when I met Georgia, I don't know if you know her. She's Georgia. She's the one with the GD. She's the one leading the GDG.
Yeah, she's here. Georgia, shout out to you.
Shout out, Georgia.
She's here. I will be with her tomorrow. But guys, we're in Dar right now, and tomorrow we have workshop hackathon events at Bonnie Innovation Hub. And we are looking to see you there, please. If you can make time, we'll be there from 8 a.m. until late in the day. And we'll be learning some of the cool stuff actually beyond development. How do you grow your career path? I'll be sharing a couple of opportunities and now even to transition from developer or even be a developer and CTO, product management, collaboration, and I cannot wait to see you. I don't want to preempt everything, but see you at Bonnie Hub tomorrow from 8 a.m. till late. Georgie, how are you? Maybe unmute and say hi. Yes. What about Georgie?
So Georgia told me she actually said you called. So there's this community GDG and we're looking for speakers. That is where I almost ran away from her because me and speaking were not working.
No same WhatsApp.
Me and speaking in public were not friends. But Georgia actually pushed me to apply to be a speaker for the GDG Dev Fest. I think that was in 2018. I think that was 2018, yes. So I submitted a talk. She actually really pushed me. Every day she would climb a
Georgia,
floor.
I can't wait to meet you tomorrow. And by the shout out for sharing the event tomorrow with the GDG members.
Oh yeah,
You're doing amazing stuff. I have some gifts for you, Georgia, specifically, and some swag for you for amazing stuff that you do. I'm so I've started celebrating community managers across Africa, and I wanna, wherever you're listening to us, please, being a community manager is, whenever you know a community manager, give them a hug. Give them they do a lot of stuff.
They do a lot, yeah.
Behind the scene, actually. Most people don't know that. They're the guys who champion for the ecosystem. They're the guys who look for the funds. They're the guys who actually connect you to the most opportunities. Even when you hear like Google, Microsoft, AWS, MasterCard are in Nairobi, not because the government has the best of the policies, not because schools are making people graduate with the best degrees. It's because of the community.
Exactly.
And what the community has been doing, and the community managers are on top of
I really do appreciate whatever the community leaders are doing because it is stressful.
For sure.
It is really stressful.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I submitted a talk and I became a speaker on that particular year. It was my first speaking event in my entire life. And I remember,
was it a Dev Fest or?
It was a Dev Fest.
Okay.
And I remember why I also joined it because I remember my dad told me, you IT people, you're always with your PC.
Yes.
You're always looking down, either with your phone or your laptop. Go out, meet people. You never know who's going to help you. But then I never understood what he meant.
Yeah.
So when I met Georgia and she was pushing me to submit the talk, I honestly was running away from her.
This is not the second girl you meet in tech.
Yes.
Okay. After the first one, where you worked, the first, what's the name of the company that you worked? The first one?
No. Actually, she was the first person to meet working in tech like me.
Okay.
She was the first person.
Okay.
Before that, there was no one.
Okay.
Even in university, we're 10 girls in class.
Okay.
In about 40 students. So 30 were boys.
Okay.
And then 10 were girls. But not all of us went into coding. Very few.
Yeah.
Maybe 2, me and the other person. Yeah. So George is the first female coder I also met.
Nice.
And you. So really cool to connect with her.
Nice.
So she gave me pointers. She told me what to do. And I submitted the talk. And funny thing, is it a funny thing? But I think it's God's grace, I can say. I was able to be nominated and was the best speaker of that particular year in DevFest. Yeah.
Nice.
So that really
across
opened
the world or just Tanzania?
No, in Tanzania. Like I was the best speaker. So that really opened so many doors for me. By the way.
Okay, number one.
I got to go for Android conferences in Nairobi. I got calls for job opportunities like never before.
Yes. That's something else people don't know about communities because everyone is watching.
Everyone was. Yeah. I got emails, I got calls. Everybody wanted me in their company. Everybody wanted me to do something either with their project, pull a side gig. People would call and say, I know, please, my code, help me with my code, help me do this, help me do that. It really opened a lot of doors for me.
Wow. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Plenty of doors.
Yeah. So what you are, the leap that you're afraid to take actually like changed the trajectory of your career.
Completely changed.
Yeah.
Completely changed.
Yeah.
So
one of those guys were Vodacom? No. Okay.
No, Vodacom came way later.
Way later, yeah.
Way later. But while I was still at Data Vision is where I got exposed to so many people, so many friends. I have never met a community of developers like that particular time. I would walk into a place and people will ask me, people come, oh, hi, Naamini. And I will look at them like,
how do you know me?
How do you know me? And they was, oh, you spoke at that particular event. But because it was my first event, I was shy, so I would not really look at people per se. But I don't think I was really overwhelmed. I was happy.
Yeah.
I also got a chance to speak again at an International Women's Day at the next year again. And the best thing is that Georgia asked me to help her organize some few events the following year. So that's why I tell you, I really understand the power of community leaders. Like what they're doing, it's no joke. So I really was exposed.
Yes.
Like she actually gave me a role to, I will never forget this. She gave me a role to oversee sessions. Like the speakers will submit a session for a talk, and she will let me oversee the sessions.
Nice.
And talk to the speakers about what they should or should not. That really, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
I really didn't know I could do that, but she really assisted and helped and pushed me into my limit. But community is important because then if I had a query, if I made people my rubber ducks. Do you understand when I say rubber duck?
No.
A rubber duck for me is when you're coding, you don't understand the code. Yes. Why are you not working?
Yes.
Please, can you work?
Yes.
It is not working.
Yes.
First night, second night, you're looking at it, it is not working. So now you start to talk. You need to talk it out. Talk to somebody or put a stuffy doll or something. Pretend you're talking to something. Addressing that.
Just let the
say the bug. Talk about why you bug. If I code like this, if I put this for loop here, you are not working. Why are you arraying? So when you talk to it, the answer actually comes. So by then, because of the community that I was, that helped me to meet people, helped me to have a lot of rubber ducks. That if I have a problem, I don't have to sit with it on my own. I'll just make a phone call. Yes, MK, listen. There's this code.
I'm doing this and this and
can you look at it? I'm trying to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And before I'm even done explaining to you the problem, I already figured it out.
Okay. Even you don't need my...
No.
Just
me talking it out. Am I making sense?
A lot of sense. There's something I want to say, but I won't say it because you'll think I'm pulling your leg. No, smart people have a way of finding answers. Yeah. One of them... for me, it's just dreaming. Maybe
dreaming. You said dream.
Yeah. Like I would dream about solutions and.
Wow. For me, I will bug somebody. If it's not bugging, I will talk. I'll pretend I'm talking to somebody.
For me, I think like it's a way of unlocking the subconscious memory. So,
yes.
Yeah. Because also I was an introvert myself.
Ooh.
So the only place where my mind would relax and remember everything is during dreams. Even sometimes I try to remember people names, and I can't at that particular moment. But when I'm okay and I'm relaxed, it all comes.
It all comes back
clearly. I'm like, why when I needed it, it's not there.